Thomas Jefferson was an American statesman, diplomat, lawyer, architect, philosopher, and founding father who served as the third president of the United States from 1801 to 1809. He had previously served as the second vice president of the United States between 1797 and 1801. The principal author of the Declaration of Independence, Jefferson was a proponent of democracy, republicanism, and individual rights, motivating American colonists to break free from the Kingdom of Great Britain and form a new nation. He produced formative documents and decisions at both the state and national level. During the American Revolution, Jefferson represented Virginia in the Continental Congress that adopted the Declaration, drafted the law for religious freedom as a Virginia legislator, and served as the second governor of Virginia from 1779 to 1781. During the American Revolutionary War, in May 1785, Jefferson was appointed the United States Minister to France and subsequently the nation's first Secretary of State under President George Washington from 1790 to 1793. Jefferson and James Madison organized the Democratic Republican Party to oppose the Federalist Party during the first party system formation. As president, Jefferson pursued the nation's shipping and trade interests against Barbary pirates and aggressive British trade policies. Starting in 1803, Jefferson promoted a Western expansionist policy, organizing the Louisiana Purchase, doubling the nation's land area. To make room for settlement, Jefferson began a controversial Indian tribal removal process from the newly acquired territory. As a result of peace negotiations with France, his administration reduced military forces. Jefferson was reelected in 1804. His second term was beset with difficulties at home, including the trial of former Vice President Aaron Burr. In 1807, American foreign trade was diminished when Jefferson implemented the Embargo Act in response to British threat to U.S. shipping. The same year, Jefferson signed the act prohibiting importation of slaves. While primarily a planter, lawyer, and politician, Jefferson mastered many disciplines. He shunned organized religion but was influenced by both Christianity and Deism. A philologist, Jefferson knew several languages. He was a prolific letter writer and corresponded with many prominent people. Among his books is Notes on the State of Virginia, which was considered the most important American book published before 1800. Jefferson championed his ideals, values, and teachings of enlightenment. During his lifetime, Jefferson owned over 600 slaves. As a wealthy landholder, he had slaves in his household and on his plantations. For decades, historians have debated the Jefferson-Hemings connection. Modern scholars conclude that Jefferson had a sexual relationship with his slave, Sally Hemings, a mixed-race woman who was a half-sister to his late wife, and that he probably fathered at least one and likely all of her children. After retiring from public office, Jefferson founded the University of Virginia, along with Millard Fillmore, who founded the University at Buffalo. He is one of the only two U.S. presidents to found a university. Jefferson died on the Independence Day, July 4, 1826. Presidential scholars and historians generally praise Jefferson's public achievements, including his advocacy of religious freedom and tolerance in Virginia. Although some modern scholars have been critical of Jefferson and slavery, Jefferson ranks highly among the top 10 U.S. presidents.